Quick episode recap. On the day of Yuuya's appointment to have an audience with the king, Lexia was suddenly attacked. Yuuya quickly goes after the assassin, but is shocked to discover that it was Luna. He requests Lexia to allow him some time and speak with Luna one last time, but she wishes to also tag along. Evading Owen and the knights, Yuuya swiftly teleports them into his home, and Lexia demands an explanation from him. Finally, understanding the general gist of his relationship with Luna, Lexia next inquires about the magic he used earlier, shocked by how fast they switched locations. He casually tells her it's magic he's created with transportation in mind, and an exasperated Lexia informs him that teleportation magic is considered something that only exists in fairy tales and legends. If the news that Yuuya could use such magic leaks, it might start a war. She makes him promise to not use the magic in front of others. With that settled, Lexia asks Luna how long she intends to continue pretending to sleep. She's noticed from the beginning, and assumes Yuuya did as well, merely pretending not to notice out of kindness. Lexia asks her to tell them more about her, curious about who she is, but Luna states she should hurry up and kill her. It's only when Yuuya inquires about her situation does she tell them about her past. She was an orphan that wandered the streets, always scavenging and stealing food to survive. But one day, she encountered a man that was willing to take her in, despite her origins. He became her master that taught her many different subjects, including a means to survive. Her master was a professional assassin, a person from the Dark Guild. It's an unlawful organization that undertakes all manners of crimes, and as his disciple, Luna ended up joining the Dark Guild as well. Over time, as she completed more assassinations, she became known as the Headhunter. It's an infamous name that is known even to Lexia, and apparently even Knight had known something was off from the moment they met her. Luna goes on, telling them about her most recent assignment, the death of the first princess of the Arzelia kingdom. With her story finished, she prepares to die. The moment she attacked Lexia, her execution was certain, if not by the knights, then by the Dark Guild if she fails the job. At Yuuya's shock, Luna calmly states he has no reason to worry over her, but this angers him, as their time together was something he came to treasure, and he considers her a friend. Lexia is also annoyed by how she's so assured of her death, and tells Luna to serve her instead, wanting her as a personal guard. She and Yuuya are the only ones that know the truth. So long as they keep quiet, Luna will not be in any danger. Lexia demands her to be hired by her, but Luna thinks herself unworthy to stand in the light, having spilled the blood of many with her hands. But Lexia insists her hands are beautiful, jealous of how soft they are. Regardless of her past, Lexia demands as the winner for the loser to obediently follow her. Her stubborn determination finally reaches Luna, and she agrees to work under her. Lexia wishes to know the secret to her soft skin, and Luna proudly announces how Yuuya possesses a luxury bath that not only recovers fatigue, but also recovers magic and enhances beauty. Astounded, Lexia begs to use the bath as well, and forces Luna to join. She slyly asks Yuuya to come as well, but he obviously refuses. Meanwhile, Owen and the guards are still running around looking for Lexia. The knights have long reached their limits, and beg Owen to fall back and patiently wait for the princess's return. As the girls take their bath together, Lexia wonders if Luna loves Yuuya. She tries to deny it, stating they are just friends, but Lexia doubts her reply, seeing how much affection she has for him. She asks if it's fine if she marries Yuuya then, and Luna finally admits that she herself isn't too sure about her feelings. Lexia confirms that what she's feeling is definitely love, and hence declares war on Luna. Whoever manages to marry Yuuya first is the winner, and Luna firmly asserts that he will be hers. This is the start of a beautiful friendship, fighting for the same man. Afterward, Yuuya intends to start making dinner, but Lexia interrupts, wanting to make it instead. It quickly becomes apparent that she has no cooking skills whatsoever, and almost impales Yuuya in the process. They enjoy Yuuya's cooking, and Lexia clings to him, complimenting his skill. The jealous Luna asks him to feed her, stating her earlier wounds haven't healed yet, and a guilty Yuuya agrees, gently feeding her. The envious Lexia demands the same from him, and he helplessly feeds her as well. Now it's his turn to be fed. What an exhausting day. The next morning, the trio walks back to the carriage, and Owen happily greets Lexia. Yuuya proceeds to formally introduce Knight, and Owen thanks him for protecting Lexia. He wonders who the person behind Yuuya is, and Lexia presents her as the assassin that attacked earlier, and states she is now her guard. The knights immediately surround Luna, and while Lexia tries to defend her, Owen doesn't understand her logic. He feels Luna is searching for a chance to attack her, but Lexia informs him that they've even slept together, so his argument is weak. Resigned, Owen puts down his sword. Yuuya then interrupts, apologizing that he can no longer follow them to the palace. If they had left the day before, he could have gone, but the delay made it impossible for Yuuya because of school. Helpless, Owen invites Yuuya to visit the capital when it's most convenient for him, telling him to follow the road until he reaches the city. He waves farewell at the group, and Lexia shouts that she'll be waiting for him at the capital. Luna suddenly gets off her horse, runs back to Yuuya, and kisses him on the cheek, stuttering that it's both a thank you and a declaration of war. Lexia demands to stop the carriage, wanting to smooch Yuuya as well, but Owen feigns ignorance. Yuuya later comes across a beautiful pond, and considers setting up a bath. As they relax, they are joined by another creature, shocking Yuuya with its random appearance. He had unknowingly tamed it already, which surprises the creature, but it happily accepts its fate. Yuuya's appraisal skill has now been upgraded into the discernment skill, and he can now see the skills of those that he appraises. He asks for it to perform the holy ground skill it has, and Yuuya concludes that it's a recovery skill, complimenting how amazing it is. Lifting it up and observing its red fur similar to the morning sky, he decides to name it Akatsuki. Knight comes back carrying a clock, telling him he's late for school, as vacation is now over. He barely makes it to class on time, and Miss Awada begins class by announcing the upcoming class competition event, which consists of various ball games. As per usual, the results will affect her bonus, so she demands everyone perform their best. Gym class is now a period for students to practice the featured games in the competition, so they will be playing soccer today. Yuuya was placed as the goalkeeper, as he doesn't know the rules yet. Ryo makes quick work of his opponents, immediately scoring a goal by himself. Kaeta compliments his ability, but Rin feels they still have an additional ace on the team. She asks the confused Kaeta to try jumping up and down, which distracts all the guys, and she proceeds to grope her as well. Rin considers her plot a weapon to distract teams during the competition, but Akira uses the chance to steal the ball from Ryo. He approaches the goal and takes the shot, but Yuuya instantly catches it, shocking everyone with his speed that was akin to teleporting. Ryo tells him to throw the ball as hard as he can, so he chucks it across the field and directly into the goal. At the end of class, the students play rock paper scissors to determine which event Yuuya will join, and he ends up in ping pong.